This week, leading online travel site Expedia, in partnership with Airlines Reporting Corporation, released its 2023 Travel Hacks Report with data to help travelers successfully navigate this ever-changing industry and save this holiday season and into 2023. Expedia travel expert Christie Hudson is here now to break it all down for us. Hi, Christie.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, Christie, tell us about this new Air Travel Hacks Report. What type of data did you compile, and what are some of the most important takeaways for travelers?
So it's all about saving people time and money on air travel. So Expedia just released a bunch of air travel hacks. And what they do is each year they look at billions of data points in order to figure out things like what's the best day of the week to book, how far in advance should you be planning, even ways to avoid cancellations and delays at the airport.
Now, we're hearing a lot about reductions in airline capacity heading into the holiday season. Will this impact flight prices and availability? And what does this really mean for travelers?
Yeah, so that's where these tips come in. And according to the report, timing is key. So there's a whole bunch in there, but there are three big takeaways. The first is book on a Sunday. The data shows that when you book on that day of the week, you can save about 5% on domestic travel and about 15% on international airfare. And then the second thing you need to keep in mind is how far in advance should you be booking? So Expedia says book about a month in advance of your domestic travel and about 6 months in advance of international travel. And that's where things like price trackers and price alerts are really going to come in handy. Expedia's price tracking and prediction tool on the app tells you exactly how far in advance you should be booking your flight. It really takes the guesswork out of it. So the third takeaway from the report is what time to start your trip. So you want to depart on a Wednesday if you can, middle of the week, and that'll save you about 15%.
All right, let's talk about delays and cancellations. These plagued the summer travel season. What should travelers expect moving forward? And do you have any advice on how to best plan and keep these issues from derailing a trip?
Yes, well, here's the hack. According to the report, after 3 p.m., those flights that depart are about 50% more likely to be canceled than the ones before 3 p.m. So you want to take the early flight. And the good news is, these cancellations are going in the right direction. They're getting fewer and fewer. So there is a lot of optimism about the holiday season not being impacted the way that we saw during the summer.
Do you have any other vital information that came from this report that travelers should know as we head into the busy holiday travel season and plan their trips for the new year?
Yes, well, the holiday season is right around the corner. And if you haven't booked travel yet, now is definitely the time. You don't want to wait too long. The prices are not going to get any lower as we get closer. So book now, and also be strategic about the days that you're departing. So just by making sure you leave on the Monday before the holiday or on the holiday itself, you can save between about 20 and 30% on your airfare.
Where can travelers go for more information and to see the full Travel Hacks report?
Head to expedia.com/stories and download the app, of course, to save on your next trip.
Thanks for joining us, Christie.
Thanks for having me.